Well then, we are definitely in the future. Welcome back to another look into Recorded by Arizal. After this, there's just one more. I can't believe we're here. As I'm writing the script right now, I can't believe we're here already. I really hope this prologue turns into its own show because I need to see this girl living her dream. For my heart's sake, if not for anything else. So looking into this part, Arizal's going through it, to put it simply. I don't even think she's doing this part of the video for a project. Like she said, she just needed to vent. It's like those emails you write to someone but never send because it's just filled with lines on lines of sentences you could never take back. Do people still do that? I personally never did because, well, I watch enough TV to know what happens next. Going back to Arizal, we can see this part set at night. And like I said before, Arizal is under a lot of stress. Trying to fight the feeling of not being good enough for something, not knowing if you really want that something to begin with, even though you've been wanting it for years and years. This part ticked all the boxes under this situation. Getting the creeping want to back out, but feeling bad that you're even thinking about it. Simply saying that it's just you being lazy, not wanting to put the extra work in. It's a thing. It sucks. And I think it's really the only thing holding her back. Arizal still wants to travel the world and meet new people, but she wants to do it with her friends, with the time to get to look at different works of literature around the world. I think Arizal should still travel the world, but do it her way. There hasn't been any hint that you can't leave Maktaba unless you were a record keeper, so I don't see why Arizal can't just say, forget it, I'll do it another way. Pack her stuff, pack her friends, and just travel and explore the world, maybe entering everything she finds in her own website for the public to see, similar to official record keepers who have their own website that seems to be open for public viewing. Now there will be drawbacks. She and her friends wouldn't have the financial backing from the government like the official record keepers. That might make simple tasks harder for them, which I mean, will be interesting to watch for us. Besides, they might not have money, but you know what they would have? Heart and friendship. Speaking of Dante's page, you can see he's been doing this for around 9 years. And in those 9 years, you can see what he's been up to. And good lord, he's seen a lot. Ugh, I was so upset that we couldn't even see the pictures Dante took. I really wanted to see the outside world. I'm greedy for world building, what can I say? Something that would be cool that they can do with a record keeper's info log, or whatever they're calling it. They can even do this with Dante's. Have it be like Ruby's World of Remnant. And for those that don't know, World of Remnant was something they did with their third and I also think fourth volume of the show Ruby. They were these short videos that would simply give information to us about the world, its history, and some of its cultures. We could have something similar, call it Dante's Log. Small little videos explaining the world, and maybe some of its history. Its 4,000-year-old mysterious history. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking really ahead, but I think that'd be really cool. Speaking of mysteries of the past, Arizal's mom. So she wasn't a record keeper, but an ambassador. An ambassador for Maktaba? I'm honestly happy that this is the case. We've already seen the following the parents' footprint thing from Ruby. And yes, I know they're not even written by the same people, but if it turned out Arizal's mom was also a record keeper, and she wanted to be a record keeper because of that, the thought wouldn't be able to leave my mind. Having her wanting the chance to travel like her mom, but wanting to do it through different means is more realistic to me, and helps me see Arizal even more as her own person. But back to her mom. We knew since the beginning she's out of the picture, her and Arizal's father. We weren't told how, we don't even know if they were actually dead. It just looks like they're presumed dead. I wasn't thinking that this was a possibility until we were told her position, but maybe we're looking at an attempted assassination. I know, completely dark, completely different from the tone that we've been shown so far. But hey, you never know. Some of these shows start off all happy and sunshine and rainbows. Next you know it, bam! Death, destruction, crying. Maybe her mom was doing something some people didn't like and decided to shut her down. Permanently. If that's the case, maybe we'll see her again on Arizal's travels. I also wonder, maybe Arizal can use her mom's past connections during her travels. Maybe they owe her mom some favors and decide to pay it back through her daughter. Maybe the mom also has some enemies that can antagonize Arizal. Like I said, you never know. So near the end of this, Arizal gets what I think she sorely needed, her friends. In the last part, I thought they'd sit down and talk to her, help her decide what she wants, but no, while they don't help her decide, they are simply there for her, to take her mind off her worries and laugh and smile. I really like the friend characters. Funny, kind, adventurous. They seem to want to help Arizal get out of her comfort zone and experience more of the world. I can see why Arizal would want to travel with them. Now we don't know how they would feel about completely changing their life plans around if Arizal does choose to do what I think she will. But I feel with a little convincing they'd be willing to travel the world with Arizal and start their own record keeping team. That'd give us a chance to get to know them more. They're already likable, so when the series officially starts, we'll already be happy to see them on screen. But that's all for this quick look at the third part of Arizal. Like I said, I believe Arizal will travel the world, because that's the thing she's always dreamed of doing. Only she'll do it differently than she originally planned, which is life, really. If you guys want, feel free to share what you guys thought about this part and where you think Arizal is heading. If you liked the video, drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. Of course, including the fourth part to this breakdown of Recorded by Arizal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.